Hey everyone, welcome to the live stream of Assassin's Creed Origins. Basically what I'm going to be doing is reacting to some of the videos I've uploaded already and just sort of get my impressions on the game as we go. In addition to that, I do have some new gameplay and I'm going to show you guys that towards the end, so it should be fun. If you have any questions, please let me know. The only thing I just want to say is I didn't really play any of the story. I would start side missions but not really finish them because my whole point of this during my 4 hours of playtime was just to get a feel for the game, the open worlds. I didn't really want to spoil myself with a lot of missions. I just want to save that for when I actually play the game because I want to do a walkthrough on this game and I want to be surprised just like you guys. So yeah, I don't really know anything about the story, so any story questions I'm not going to be able to answer. So yeah, but how's everyone doing in the chat? We have Sci-Fi Video Games, Last Osha, Hendrik, Yoda, it's nice to see you, Thomas Time, and yeah, just how's everyone doing? Again, if you have any questions besides the story, let me know, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the parkour gameplay. Please let me know if the gameplay audio is like too loud. Basically, I want my voice to, you know, overpower it, so let me know if it's too loud for you guys. But yeah, I did play this game at E3 for about an hour, and the parkour, I'm not gonna lie, was a bit buggy and sort of glitchy. And while I will admit there is still some little minor visual bugs, parkour for the most part was fine. I didn't really have any complaints with it. I will miss Descend Down. I just love parkour and Unity and Syndicate, so I'm kind of sad to see that go. But other than that, parkour, it works. I mean, some of the animations are reused, but I don't really mind. There's only so much you can do with parkour, so yeah. I'm doing good. How's everyone else doing? Audio is good. Are there loot boxes / microtransactions? Apparently there might be. I honestly don't know, but microtransactions have been in Assassin's Creed games for a while. They were in Unity, they were in Syndicate, but I trust Ubisoft with microtransactions to the point where it's not like Shadow of War. It will kind of be in the background, I'm assuming, and then you just buy it if you want to, but you don't have to. It's not going to like force you. At least that's what they've done in past Assassin's Creed games. But again, I can't really speak on it because I don't know personally. But yeah, parkour, honestly, it has improved since I played it at E3. I'm not sure if that's because I was just in this area where there's a lot more parkour I could do, because at E3 I was just in a little tiny spot, but this time I got a feel for it. You also can climb up on like rocks and stuff. That's where it sort of gets glitchy, but it's nice to have that freedom. It feels like you're not limited like in past Assassin's Creed games. So yeah, that's basically it for parkour. Gosh, I can't even speak. And to do parkour, all you do is hold down A, so it's pretty simple, just run in the direction you want to. And that's also another thing. It felt responsive. Like if I wanted to jump straight or go to a specific item and jump to it or object, it actually did that. It didn't go somewhere else. That kind of was a problem in previous Assassin's Creed games, but it worked out really well. 18 days, my math. Are you doing a whole series on this? I want to do a live stream, like walkthrough sort of thing, but yeah. Also, legacy outfits, they're in the game. I looked through the menus though, and I didn't get to see any really. Like they kind of removed it on purpose. But yeah, that's parkour. Again, it's familiar in some ways. They did remove Descend, which sucks, but it does the job. Honestly, it's good. I just hope that there's a lot of areas where you can actually do parkour, because with my 5 hours of playtime, it's just I've only been able to find little specific spots. So I'm just hoping for like a huge area where you can actually do a lot of parkour. But yeah, let's talk about combat next, because combat is the biggest change to Assassin's Creed Origins. In this specific gameplay right here, I wanted to try fighting with my fist, because we haven't seen any gameplay of that. I asked you guys what you'd like to see, and a lot of you said, you know, fight with your fist, hand-to-hand combat. And I will admit, this is where the game starts to concern me a bit. Just overall with combat, I do like that it's different. I like that it's new, don't get me wrong. But a lot of the animations, at least for assassinations, are kind of the same. When you fight with your fist, the game is a lot harder, and, well, that's a good thing, though. It's supposed to be harder if you're fighting with your fist and they're fighting with a weapon. But my point is, it's just harder to fight with your fist, and the animations are super repetitive. They're kind of clunky in some areas. You'll see where there's an enemy on the ground, and then Bayek does like an uppercut or something. It just doesn't make sense. I feel like hand-to-hand combat was actually better in previous games. But as far as the combat specifically goes, when you have a weapon and shields, I do like the change, because I'm tired of the same old repetitive Assassin's Creed combat. I like that Unity switched it up. Obviously, Unity wasn't perfect. It had some issues. But overall, I did like that they tried something new. And besides, you know, hand-to-hand combat, Origins combat is pretty good. It's satisfying when you kill enemies, because it's a lot more difficult. And as you can see in this area, I am a level 13, fighting level 15s, it seemed like. So it just, it depends on the situation as well. If you're fighting the same level people, it's going to be easier. Oh gosh, there's a glitch right there too. But yeah, you can see when they're on the ground, he did like an uppercut move. It just doesn't work. I wish that they spent some time on hand-to-hand combat, but you can tell the game isn't really made for it, if that makes sense. Lasers, welcome. How are you doing? But yeah, I do like these little finishing moves right here. Like, they look really cool, and then you can see Bayek's all bloody and stuff. So yeah, like, I want to say, I know some people have just an issue with combat since it's different, but trust me, it feels better than it looks. It does look kind of clunky, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually pretty good. It's satisfying when you kill enemies. It just takes a while to get sort of used to it, because it is completely different. It's kind of funny, because when we go to these sessions, they just throw you right into the game. There's no tutorial mission, so you don't really know what to do unless you played the game before. So you kind of just go into it like not knowing what to expect, and that's kind of why some of the gameplay videos online are just sort of bad, and like it doesn't really represent the combat as well as it actually is. So again, combat pretty good for the most part. And let's go. Actually, this is just some more combat. This is insane. I was fighting one of the world bosses that just happened to show up in the open world, and then two fucking crocodiles come out of nowhere and help kill this boss and the other enemies. And then there's a hippo too. Like, I don't know what happened. It was just, this whole thing was crazy. But as you can see again, I'm level 13. I really should have leveled up a bit more, and that's kind of where I went wrong. Actually, this guy's level 12, so it's not that bad. But the boss, that boss was so hard to kill, and I should have took out the archers before. But again, here you can see more combat. With the shields, it's pretty useful, obviously, when you're up close and personal. But I found that dodging is like the most effective way for combat, because you can dodge out of the way for arrows, out of their swings, and then go back in like that. So again, I'm sure the combat will be better when you actually play it, because there will be a tutorial mission, you'll know what you're doing. And yeah, that's all I really have to say about combat. Let's see, what else is there? Okay. Like I mentioned earlier, the assassinations are just kind of repetitive. The animations, it's the same thing. I feel like there's only 2 assassination animations for some reason. It's right there. Like, you put the hidden blade in their throat and that's it. Like, that's probably the only animation I've seen, and it's just, I don't get it, because assassinations are like what makes Assassin's Creed, and then just to have it so repetitive goes to show that they spent a lot of time on combat and not actually other things like assassinations, hand-to-hand combat. You can kind of see that here. What else is there? This, again, I was level 14. These guys are level 16, level 17. So you definitely want to level up, get armor, get loot, better weapons, because it's just, you can't face these enemies. They have way too much health, and you'll die. I mean, you'll see later on. I try to fight them. It just doesn't work out in my favor. I mean, right there, that guy got destroyed. But you'll see. Let's see. Can you counter bosses as well? Like, what do you mean by that? You can technically, you know, dodge out of the way and attack them again, but there is no, like, counter button anymore. It looks nice. Do you think there will be a day one patch? I'm pretty sure it's Ubisoft. There's going to be a day one patch, let's be honest. There is sleep darts. I don't know about rope darts or berserk darts. I can't say darts. I don't know why. But yeah, I only saw sleeping darts, but hopefully there's more variety. Also, if I go back right here, as you can see, there's a turret you can go on. I have some gameplay of that, and I need to render it out, but you can actually go on this, and it's pretty powerful if you can get headshots with that crossbow. Speaking of combat, one last thing I want to touch on is the enemy AI. Gosh, this was just so disappointing. It was pretty bad at E3, and there's some aspects where the enemy AI is actually really good, like that boss battle earlier, and they were shooting me, you know, with arrows and shit. But then you have moments like this, where they're just standing still, they don't know what to do, and it's just like, I don't know, it's so disappointing to see. And you'll see this guy right here, comes up and he just stands still again. He doesn't throw any nades, and I'm just getting easy headshots on him. And he goes down. It's just like, the AI could be a lot smarter, and that's probably my biggest complaint with this game. Sometimes they're really good, they work really well up close and personal, but if you're on a building like this and have distance, they don't know what to do. And I don't know if changing the difficulty will make a difference. Like, I hope if they're like on hard or whatever, they'll not just stand still like this and actually do something, but I don't know. It's just, it kind of sucks to see, and I hope by release they can fix it a bit more, but who really knows at this point. Let's see. Can you fight on a pyramid? I don't know. I didn't try. Probably not, though. You can fight, like, inside, but not actually on it. But maybe. I don't know. There might be a mission. What is the first thing you're going to do in Origins? I have no idea, honestly. I just love open world stuff and exploring. Again, I spent 4 hours with this gameplay session, and I didn't do anything story-wise. So I just like open world stuff. I like activities. So I hope after I beat the game, it keeps me interested for a long period. Oh gosh, this is embarrassing. I don't know if you guys have seen this because I uploaded it today. But as I mentioned, you do want to level up because these are level 17, 18, and I'm 14. And when you're up close and personal, like I said, the AI is actually a lot smarter. It's just if you're on a building or further away, they're kind of stupid. He was actually kind of dumb right there. But yeah, this guy is just... it's just... I don't like that guy at all. I just want to wait for him. This is so stupid. So this thing, this barrel right here will catch on fire once I shoot it. And then he hit me and I ended up killing myself. But yeah, that's combat. Again, I'm happy that it's different from previous Assassin's Creeds and it's not as easy. There's actually learning to it. That's the way I feel like it should be. But to counter that, the AI isn't the best sometimes. So sometimes it'll still be really easy to kill enemies. And just, I don't really know what else to add to that. I just wish AI was a bit smarter. Are there smoke bombs? Yes. I think You'll see it in this gameplay, actually. So this is the gameplay I have for you guys. I haven't uploaded it yet. I might upload it eventually, but I wanted to do something exclusive for the stream and all of you watching. So I'm gonna kind of talk over it a bit. If you have any questions, let me know again. But yeah, I think there is a smoke bomb in this gameplay. Let me see. But yeah, for smoke bombs, it's kind of different. I feel like you can't actually throw them. It just, when you're in combat, I forgot which button you push, but you push, I want to say Y, but that's probably not it. But anyways, when you're in combat, you push a button, and then a smoke bomb drops, and then you can escape. But I don't think you can actually, like, line it up and throw it where you want it to go. At least I didn't see that feature. It works good in hard mode. Okay, like I didn't play on hard mode, so I can't speak for the AI there. But yeah, I hope as you increase the difficulty, it's a bit better. Also, this is just funny. You can actually sit on a boat, and the other person will just keep going with you on it, and you just sit down. And I love the fact that there's fucking crocodiles right behind him, and he doesn't know what to do. He's just going right into land. This was just funny. I don't know. I wanted to add this in here. I feel so bad. And then there's another crocodile. Like, there is a ton of animals in this game that will just be in the open worlds and start attacking you. And it's kind of amazing. Have I gotten any hint on the present day story? I honestly don't know anything about it. I don't feel like they're going to say anything before release, and I'm kind of happy about that. They've already shown us so many different things about this game, so it's kind of better that we at least don't know anything going into it, and that's modern day. I've spoken to Ash about modern day, and he knows, like, he's heard the complaints about previous games. So I mean, I trust that he'll make the modern day good, because let's be honest, Unity and Syndicate were shit, and they can't really go downhill any further, so it can only go up from here. That's the way I'm looking at it. Can horses run people over and kill them? I know you can kind of like run into them and damage. I've never actually killed an enemy though, or just a civilian by running straight into them with a horse. What rating would you give the game out of 10 in its current state? That's kind of hard to answer because, again, I haven't played any of the story really, but as far as just gameplay goes, I would give it like a 7 out of 10. If the AI is better in a harder difficulty mode, then it would probably go up to like an 8, 8.5. But there is still just some minor gripes that I have with the game. Again, a lot of the animations are kind of repetitive, and you wouldn't really expect that because this game has been in development for so long. Hand-to-hand combat just isn't fun anymore. But I really think this game has potential to still be one of the best Assassin's Creed games. It's honestly one of the best looking games I've ever played. I played it on the Xbox One X, by the way. The story looks like it will be good. Again, I can't really say if it will be or not, but from what I've seen and what I've played, it just looks promising, and you can tell that they're really passionate about it. I mean, you can fucking pet cats in this game now. That goes to show how much that they love the community and that they're listening. How big is the map compared to GTA 5? I have no idea, like, because we only had a specific area where we could go, and I didn't even explore it in the 4 hours I was playing it. Like, I didn't explore everything. So it's massive. I don't know the exact measurements, but I feel like they've said it's 3 times bigger than AC4's landmass or something like that. But the map is big. I feel like I haven't even touched it, honestly, and I feel like Sinner Strain said the same thing. And yeah, as far as multiplayer goes, I don't think there is any multiplayer. They would have confirmed it by now, which kind of is disappointing. I would have wished for either multiplayer, like, or co-op, just one of those, again, to keep players coming back to the game. Because once you beat the story of this game and do a lot of the side quests, then it's basically over, which kind of sucks. But I'm glad in a way that they focused on the story, and if having a multiplayer mode would have hurt that, then I'm glad that they didn't go for it. So here you can see I'm taking over a camp, and a lion gets loose. I feel like one of the AIs shot it or something and let him out. And there's also, I feel like a cheetah or something, jaguar. And there's going to be a smoke bomb coming up, pretty sure. Gosh, I was so close to dying again. This was like literally right at the start of my session. So again, it's just kind of got to get used to the controls. I would compare it to like Watch Dogs 1 to Watch Dogs 2, where the controls are different. They're not necessarily worse or anything, you just have to get used to it. I feel so bad for killing the lion. There better be a smoke bomb. I don't even know if it happened already, but I feel like it should have. I don't know if I missed it. What do you think of parkour? I kind of talked about this earlier. It feels actually really nice. There is still some like visual bugs, but that's in every Assassin's Creed game. I'm sad that there's no descent, but it's not like a major factor for me. I still enjoyed it. And I just hope that there's a lot of places for parkour, because from what I played, there really isn't a lot of areas for it. I'm sure in the major cities, like if you go in here, it will be a lot better. But yeah, just from what I've played in the specific areas that I've been limited to, you can't really do much with parkour. But I'm happy you can climb up rocks and stuff, because the game isn't as limited as it was in previous ones. I'm glad you can actually just go up a rock and won't get like stuck or have to go all the way around, if that makes sense. The music in this game is one thing I have to compliment. The ambient music, it's just so good. Oh my gosh. It's like you have to play this game to actually see and feel how good it is. But yeah, they did an excellent job with the music. Can you disable the shield so it isn't on your back? That's a good question. I really don't know. I know you can like remove your hood if you want, but as far as the shield goes, I'm not really sure, unfortunately. Can you do double assassinations? I'm pretty sure you can, but you have to unlock that skill first, which is kind of later on. Did Ash and the team say anything about the PS4 Pro version? They didn't. I didn't really ask about it though. I hope it's good. They've only been really marketing the Xbox One X, which kind of sucks because I'm a PC player. They did release the specs recently. It kind of is high specs, but I'm hoping most people can run it, and it's just still a good version. But yeah, that was all the gameplay. I was so stupid and rendered out a 34-minute video, because if we skip, oh gosh, that's loud. Where is it? This is a video that I'm releasing tomorrow, and I guess I can show you guys some of it. It's probably gonna get hit with a copyright claim, but it's just a montage of me dying repeatedly. I feel like I died 5 or 6 times, maybe even more. And then I got the epic music playing in the background. This will be uploaded tomorrow, so yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, just to recap, from E3 to now, they improved on so many different things. Like, it was way more glitchy, and there's way more bugs. The AI, believe it or not, was even worse back at E3. So they spent a lot of time improving on those things, and I feel like the game is pretty much ready for launch. I just wish that there was more variations when it came to animations. But yeah, the combat, it's new, it's different, it's fun. I really feel like this could be one of the better Assassin's Creed games. Honestly, that also depends on the story and everything like that. But yeah, that's basically all I have for you guys. Again, I just just you'll see for yourselves. This game, while it does have some issues and it may sound like I'm hating on it, it really is something unique and different, and I still couldn't be more excited for this game. I really think the story is going to be amazing. Just the open worlds from what I played is so good. Ambient music good. Glad combat's different. There is interior buildings, not as much as Unity, but there is still some. And yeah, I mean, I hope the microtransaction thing is not really a thing, if that makes sense. I hope it's like Unity and Syndicate, where it's just in the background. You don't have to buy it or, pay to win. And I feel like it's not going to happen because if I actually go right here, Ubisoft expects, Origins to sell more than Syndicate, but less than Unity. So they already know, like, how the game's going to sell, and I don't feel like they're going to push microtransactions. Like, they already know what to expect from this game sales-wise, but that could also mean that they might add microtransactions, but let's be honest, they're not going to, as like Shadow of War. It's going to be like previous games probably. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will have more videos of Origins, again, one tomorrow, and I'm probably just going to make a video going more in depth about my impressions and everything like that. And yeah, that's going to do it for this stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any more questions, feel free to tweet at me and I'll try to answer as much as I can. And yeah, that will do it. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.